Plug the freaking tire. It was a big body screw.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Dang, that's crazy. Hold on, Jeff. I got your guys' stuff right here. I didn't get to make it before y'all got here, but we're doing P1 today. Let's see.
P1 to rack?
Yeah, ramp rack.
So I gotta put the rack back on.
Yeah, we gotta put the ramp rack back together. Where's my markers at? Hold on, let me just get you a... Let's see here.
I guess I got one, right?
Let's see, open doors, check truck. Let's see, I'm gonna let him do that. Phone chargers, gas gauges, lights on dashboard, oil change, tire pressure. Rico. And then let's see, Jeff, you know what to do. Get that ramp rack back on there. And then I'm gonna let Terrell do the last of it. Let's see. All right, this is it. Hey, Rico. Hey, Rico. Listen, so when you first got here, correct? Let's say you beat everybody here. I'm already gonna have the list set up, but I'm going to the store today to make individual lists for everybody. So you're gonna check your cubby. Jeff, same thing with you. You're gonna check your cubby and it's gonna say, Rico, you're gonna handle all this stuff here. I'm gonna X out whatever you don't have to do. Terrell, he's gonna do this. And Jeff's list would have said, Jeff, put the ramp rack back on. Okay? Because I'm gonna have Jeff work on that. I'm gonna have you check all this stuff off, and when Terrell gets here, he's gonna check this off. So basically, just go through your normal routine. You already know what to do, basically. Check everything, weed eater string, check the gauges, check the trucks, make sure you got your phone chargers, tire pressure, oil change, lights on the gas boards, gas gauges, check all that. And then I need you to check it off. I don't need, you ain't gotta check it, just run a line through it. As long as you did everything, whatever you don't do, don't check. All right? And then just leave it in Terrell's cubby. So Terrell can go ahead and do his part. So whenever you're, so I'm just gonna put this in Terrell's thing for when he gets here. And then, cause you already know what to do. So whenever you get done, get your checklist out and go over the checklist, make sure you did it all. And then check it off, and I'm gonna put this in Terrell's. I'm gonna check it all off for you now, just so Terrell can know that he's gotta check his off. Terrell, what's up, baby? Good morning. Hey, Terrell, so look, first time when we get in the office, check your box. And I only have one made up, but Rico already went through majority of his stuff. But I was just letting you go through yours. And whenever you do it, make sure, look at it, whatever, take the list with you, whatever, but always check everything off. No, I'm telling you, it's because when I find somebody to replace me as a manager or whatever, I want them to be able to come in and say, and just, so they don't have to always talk to you guys. They can just come and check the box and see what you guys did, what you guys need. If we need oil, if we need whatever we need, you know, just put it on the paper to where when the next guy comes in behind you guys, he can come to you guys' box, look at it. Okay, cool. I got to go get oil. I got to go get training fluid. I got to go get this, that, and the third. And then that's when they communicate with me and say, hey, Joe, I need some money for this. Or Terrell said this wasn't right. And then I'll call you and say, hey, Terrell, how was you're like, yeah, man, I put it on the list. You know, just for the communication to be there for everybody so we can all know what we need to do. And yeah, just make sure, you ain't even got to check it. Just, if you do it all, just run a line through all the checks. If there's something we need, just write it over here. And then the same thing for the end of the day, bro. It's going to be a list. This is for whenever we get back to the shop. It's basically the same thing. Clean out the trucks, you know, put all the equipment back in the proper places. But you know, for the ramp rack truck, we can keep all the equipment on the truck because it's in the garage. Okay. So basically it's for like Monday or just to check it every single time. Just so we're always in just a good routine with everything we're doing. So it's just open the doors, you know, check the schedule, make sure. So like, let's say y'all get back to the shop and y'all didn't do the one lady's yard. Write it on there, we didn't do such and such. Let's say you called me and you're like, hey, Joey, we didn't do such and such, but I'm already doing something else, and I forget y'all didn't do it. Right. But then it would help. Like we did before. Right, but it'd help me come in and say, oh, shit, they didn't do it, and then I'll be able to, yeah, so. Hey, he had knock out Earl. What's his name? Yep. Jake Paul, drop, Earl. You're going the wrong way. You're trying to go up or down?
I was going up there.
Yeah, go up. That's going up. Hit the brake on it. Make sure I'm working. You got a bunch of here. And then he just leaves it in the truck. Don't even need it. His head's bigger than his stomach. Yeah, they're good. They're working. All right, so look, very important. This is the last thing you guys do before you leave. Go double check the list. Okay. Double check the list. Make sure everything was complete. You know what I mean? We got everything. If there's anything missing, it's missing. All right, guys. So all the guys left the shop. We actually just went to the gas station. I got them some fuel. I came back here. I'm by myself now, and I was just thinking, you know, this video might be a little bit boring or just not really too entertaining, but it's very, very important part of the business. It's a part of actually setting up your systems to where how you want your business to be ran. So right now, I am actually prepping my business for a manager to come in and take the manager role in my company. So right now I got 3 solid guys, you know, working on probably 1 more employee, and then I'm gonna go after a manager, and my manager is going to be able to just completely handle everything on the side of the field that I'm doing right now. So basically my manager is gonna basically just manage the guys. They're gonna make sure they have everything they need for the day. They're gonna check on the guys. He's gonna discipline the guys. You know, there's gonna be rules, responsibilities for everybody. And I don't know, it's just a crazy feeling, you know, being in the business so long and just now really starting to understand systems and procedures and stuff that really makes it easier. You know, everybody, I'm one of the statistics. When I opened up a landscaping company, I thought, oh yeah, I can cut grass, you know, but I knew nothing about paperwork, and I knew nothing about management. I knew nothing about systems, you know, rules, responsibilities. I mean, I knew that stuff comes with a job, but when I first opened the business, I thought it would be simple to just, yeah, I can have my brother help me, or have my cousin help me, or have this person, that person. But it's really not that easy. You know, guys, you know, they don't want it as bad as you want it. They'll never want it as bad as you want it. You know, sometimes you will get some really solid guys, and I feel like that is a key part in, you know, running a company, is trying to find the 1 or 2 guys that actually want it as bad as you want it. And when you find them guys, you pay them right. You know, you pay them as much as you possibly can to, I mean, pay them a little bit more than you can afford, for the simple fact that you know that they're going to help you grow. You know, you don't want to sit there and say, oh, well, I can only afford to give you $15 an hour right now. Man, you give a guy $15 an hour as a manager and having those rules and responsibilities, they're not going to put it in there for you. They want to be paid. You know, you got to give them guys $25, $30 an hour to actually take on your role and responsibility in a company. I don't know if you really have to pay them that much. I don't know if you really have to pay them that much, but you know, if they're taking that burden off your hands to where you can go ahead and get more work and stuff like that, then you know that's really what you need. So I'm just really working on that right now. I'm just now getting back to the shop, checking the cubby holes, you know, putting the rules and responsibilities together. I'm, you know, going over my systems and stuff like that. And when I mean systems, I always thought there was this magic power, this one thing that I just needed for my company. The systems, like, you know, you ask other lawn care companies or you watch them and, you know, they say, oh, we built systems and this, that, and the third. That stuff takes forever to do. It's actually everything that you do, you write it down and organize it. You know, that's what systems are, to me at least. I mean, if I'm wrong, someone please correct me or, you know, help me out with this, because I've asked multiple people, multiple companies, and they're, you know, nobody really knows how to explain it. So basically, it's step-by-step situation for everything that you do in your company. You know, for instance, when you start the truck, you walk to the truck, you unlock the door, you sit in the truck, you check your mirrors, you put your seatbelt on, you turn the key and start the truck. You have to write it all down step by step, everything in your company. Then once you have that stuff written down, then you follow it. You know, so another problem is, you know, when, I might be being a little sporadic here, but when you have employees, you know, as a leader, or, you know, as a business owner, it's kind of hard to fire guys, or, you know, I'm a real lenient person. You know, I let people just kind of not do what they want, but I let guys kind of be a little lackadaisical sometimes, or there's no rules or responsibilities or consequences for people's actions, you know. So, you know, we're weed eating, or we're at a yard mowing, and one of the guys forget a weed whacker on the yard, you know. Without systems in place, without consequences, I'm basically just going to eat that. The owner's going to be, oh man, or you're going to fire the guy, and you know, because he made a mistake with a weed eater, he left it on the yard. I know it's $400 or $500 for the weed eater, but a lot of times, when your employees mess up, you kind of just got to eat it and take it on the chin. But we're always going to have to eat the expense. But what we're not going to have to eat with a system is the consequence behind that action. And a lot of times when you own a company, for me, I'm just a nice guy. I'm like, dang, man, I can't believe you left a weed eater. Man, don't do that again, you know? And that's as far as I kind of take it sometimes, you know, especially if they're a good guy, or, you know, something like that. But if it's, you know, if it's just maybe a new employee, I might just go ahead and get rid of him as soon as possible, just because I know it's not working. But if it's a senior guy, they still have to have consequences as well, you know. So, you know, with the system, you know, if a guy forgets a weed eater, what is the consequence on that? And if it's written down on paper, and, you know, that's a company policy, then it's not that hard for you as the owner to relay the message and communicate with a guy or woman, man, whoever your employee is, male or female. I just say guys a lot, because that's how I talk. I don't just mean guys as men, but guys, girls, whoever's working for you. You know, you can actually have consequences for people's actions. And, you know, you can have your warnings, your write-ups, you can have, you know, suspensions and firing, you know. So it helps having the systems. You know, it took me a long time to even start building systems. And one reason I really even started doing it is because this guy, he's a lawn care guy, his name's Mike Andes. He's grown this phenomenal, you know, company of his own in the last couple years. It hasn't even been that long, you know. And now he's got, like, I think almost 100 franchises, maybe a little more now. But his systems are crazy. It's out of control how he built his systems. This guy's a genius. So I really just kind of try to pick his brain and kind of copy off of what he does. And ever since I've been doing that, my business has been skyrocketing. You know, I actually had a Zoom call with him, and he told me a little bit about marketing, because I wanted the franchise with this company. At the time, it was $15,000 the franchise, and then you had the franchise fee and all that stuff. I already had all my equipment. I would have just had to rebrand, but I didn't have the money. That's the only reason I never franchised with him. I would have took that money and franchised as soon as possible, just due to his systems. I know there's companies out there that's franchised with Mike Andes right now that are $1 million companies. I think they just like his systems. It makes it easier on the business owner. So big thing for me is building these systems. I hope you guys watch this video and actually listen to this. Build your systems. And if you kind of just want a little bit in depth, more breakdown of it, just send me a message or comment on the video, and I'll help you as much as I know, and I'll get you hip to whatever I know about. You know, I'll shoot you Mike Andes videos, or, you know, I'll show you my systems, my checklists. I have a handbook that I've written out for the guys. Just everything. It's huge if you're running a business. Now, a lot of guys get stuck with just sitting ducks. They're they're stuck mowing every single year. You know, they get a good year going, they get 2 or 3 solid guys, their business is starting to take off, and then one thing happens, and they're like, oh, I can do it myself, and then they fire one of their best guys, and then now they're stuck rebuilding, and they're like, oh, you know, next year I'll do it. And then, you know, the winter months come in. You know, a lot of times, you know, if you don't have good contracts for the snow plowing season, or if you don't have your good equipment, you're going to fail in that. But a lot of times guys are broke throughout the winter, and then the season starts back up in March, April, and no one has money to actually fund their company and get it back where they need it to be. Everybody's like, oh, we're going to make money here, and then they start making money. April and May, they get some money saved up, and then they rebuild, and then it goes back downhill again for the simple fact that they don't have their systems built properly. And I'm not saying I do. I'm actually going through the headaches of it now, and I'm building them. And, you know, now I do have, I would say I have 3 solid guys for sure that are with me. The one guy, he's new. He's only been with me for this season, but I've known him my whole life, and I know he's dedicated, and I know he wants this. And then the other 2 guys, Jeff, he's been with me for a while, and then Rico, he's been with me for a couple years. So my goal with them is to at least turn 1 or 2 of them into, you know, just a foreman and keep them in the field, or maybe turn one of them into my manager and get a new guy to start going out and training and learn the game. But as of right now, I would like to take one of the guys I have now, turn him into the manager, and have them doing all the operations and pay them more, and, you know, give them more responsibility, so I don't have to be sitting right now in this office where I'm at. I could actually be out working on financing. I could be worried about, you know, doing other stuff to build the company. I could be doing door-to-door flyers. I could be, you know, working on getting new employees. I could be training. I could be doing just business courses. I could really focus on the business aspect of the company and not being in the field, because this sucks up. Being in the field sucks up so much of your time. You really don't have time to work on the business. And what I mean, see, people, I hate the vague answers that people say. Oh, work on the business. You know, you don't have we're spending so much time in the field versus working on the business. What does working on the business mean? I thought being in the field was working on the business. That's working on the business to me, what I thought. But working on the business is systems. Systems never stop. You're always creating new systems. There's always a tweak to the system. There's always something else that you have to do in the system. That's one thing that's working on the business. You know, I wrote up these laminated sheets for the guys' check roll, or the checklist and everything for in the morning, and I put on there 1 backpack blower instead of 2. So now I got to go back down to the store, reprint the paper out, put 2 backpack blowers instead of 1. That's just, you have to have it correct, because, you know, I could simply just write 2 on there, but it's going to get wiped off, and a new guy's going to forget, and it's not going to be a correct system. You got to keep it knit. What else is a system? Just making sure the guys are checking off the checklist, talking to your accountant, you know, going over your QuickBooks and having all your payroll taxes right, going to make sure you got the proper amount of money in your bank accounts. It's the stuff that you don't really think about. You know, it's the stuff that you don't think would really help your business grow. But that's what's going to help your business grow. You could be out here working 100 hours, unless you have a different plan. If you don't want to grow your company and you just want to make money, not even make money, if you just want to make as much money as you possibly can by yourself, then yeah, go ahead, go out, do 40, 50 hours, 60, 70 hours a week, and make as much money as you possibly can if your goal is to just work your business. But my goal, I have a different goal. I don't want to be the employee. I want to be the business owner. I want to be able to come into the shop maybe twice a week, you know, have a meeting with the guys in the morning, talk to my manager every day. If the guys want to call me, they can call me every day. I don't care about that. My company's not big enough right now, but eventually there's got to be a chain of command. If an employee If something happens with the employee, they contact the manager. You don't call me. You know, I'm the boss. Who calls me is the manager calls me. You know, unless my employees are having a problem with the manager and he's not handling stuff right, then that's when they're going to overstep the manager and they'll call me. But that's also a whole nother system. Once, you know, let's say the manager's not doing what he's supposed to be doing, there's going to be another person above the manager who manages the manager. But I'm not even that far yet, but it's all in the works. Eventually, my goal for the business is to be completely out of it and just make a monthly wage off of this company and build it to a fact where everybody, you know, is working full time. You know, we have, you know, health insurance for everyone. You know, people could get, you know, 401k or whatever the heck they want to do. I just want it to be 100% legit. And I want to have, let's say, about 6 guys, girls, you know, whoever it is. And I just want the company to run smoothly with that. Maybe do about 150 yards a week, 2 landscaping jobs a week. And, you know, that's big enough for me. You know, you have to have a end game with your company. You got to have a goal for your company. What do you want out of the company? Are you just doing this to say, I don't know how big I want to get. I want to make $1 million a year. Well, you can make $1 million a year, but only profit $40,000 a year if you don't have your systems right. You know, what are your profit margins? You know, that's another thing with systems. You know, you go over your books. You know, with your what is that guy's name? The bookkeeper. Go over the books with your bookkeeper. They'll let you know your profit margins. You know, you get you a financial advisor. You know, talk to them about, you know, what do you want to do with the money? How, you know, build a plan with them. Have a checklist with them. Figure out. It's just, there's so much to this business that, you know, I do wish I would have probably went to like a business school or something like that. I'm not saying I can't now, but I'm not going to. I'm so far along right now. I just got to build the systems. I know how to do it. It's just a lot of bumps in the road that you got to take to become a successful company. And I don't think people get on here enough and get real, like real about, you know, how hard it is really to do it. If you don't have the knowledge, you know, it's really hard. You know, and then you get on YouTube and you watch, like, no offense or nothing, but you got like Brian's Lawn Maintenance, you got Spencer's Lawn Care, but Spencer's Lawn Care is different. He's just him and his wife, and they got their own thing going, which is great. They got their storage units, you know, they got their land they bought. They're doing phenomenal. That's the business they want to grow, and that's where they're at right now. I know they probably do want to employ, but it's so hard to find one. But Brian's Lawn Maintenance, he's got a couple guys that works for him. I don't really know, you know, how many guys, but I know he's got the one guy that's always there. But everybody's business on YouTube just looks so phenomenal, and they're doing great, and they're always smiling in their videos, and it's not really like that all the time. I can guarantee, like, ever since I started doing YouTube, there's some times where I'm smiling in this camera, and I'm pissed off for real. I don't even want to be here. I don't even want to be on YouTube talking to you guys because I'm so irritated, and I feel like I'm being fake sometimes on the channel. That's why sometimes I don't post a video, because it's like, I'm not even happy right now. I can't even post this because it's so, I look at myself and watch the video like, ooh, that was just, I'm not even happy. That's not even really what's going on. So I don't post fake videos, man. I keep all my videos real, genuine, you know, and it's what's really going on. If I'm really smiling, I'm really smiling. So, but, I mean, that's the stuff that people don't show you on YouTube, and I think that's what I'm going to start doing more often. If I am upset, I'm just going to be on there and keep it real. It might not be as entertaining as you want it to be, but I'm really trying to grow a business. And I don't need it to be 20, 30 guys, this and that. I'm cool with, give me 6, 7 guys. You know, just let me get a couple 2-man crews, you know, 2 to 3-man crews, knocking out 150, 200 bucks a yard, 150, 200 yards a week, and do a couple landscaping jobs in between. You know, that'd be good, as long as the profit margins make sense. Now, I'm not gonna, you know, tell you guys how much I do want to make just because the trolls on here. You know, everybody's got their own amount that they should want to make, or profit margin that they want to make, or hell, sky's the limit. If you want to be that big head honcho and you make this much money and rent all this equipment and do that and third, do it. It's your business. Just know the end game for it. Try to have a 5-year plan. Eventually be able to sell your company. You know, I've been told, you know, if you can only sell your company for your equipment, you know, or you got a couple contracts that you'd sell some people, that's not a real business. You know, I mean, it's a real business, but it's not like, if the business is not running without you, you can't really sell it as a business. You can't get the price that you want for it. You know, you're going to just basically sell your business based off of your equipment. You know, like right now, I got probably, I would say about, probably at least a little over $100,000 in equipment and my shop. So I know right now, without systems being built properly, I could probably only get $110,000 from my company, and probably not even that. And it's not going to just be 110 in your pocket. It's going to be 5 here, 3 here, 2 there. You know, you're not going to just get all that money in one chunk. You know, you're going to have to break it down and sell each individual piece, and it's going to be just a headache. So my goal is to build a business that I could sell. You know, if I could sell a business, my business right now, if I could sell it for $300,000, that business has to, it doesn't have to be making $300,000 a year. You know, you could be making, your company could make $100,000 a year, and as long as it's ran without you and it's built off of systems, you could probably get $300,000 for that company, because people are looking at it as a long haul. You know, they're like, okay, he wants $300,000 for the company. It makes, let's say, it profits $80,000 a year, and it grosses, you know, 160. You know, 50% profit margins. That's really, really good. Really good, especially you know, the higher the profit margin, the smaller your company is. If you're making $1 million a year, you're probably only clocking 10 to 12% in the company, maybe less, maybe more. But like, let's say Walmart or McDonald's, those guys are probably clocking maybe 2-3%, but it's $1 billion company, multi-$100 million company. It's huge. So, you know, the less the percentage that you're making, the bigger your business should be. You know, the more percentage that you're making, you don't have as much overhead or problems. So you're probably going to have a way higher profit margin. So in the midst of growing your company, you got to spend money to make your money. You know, it's really hard to, that's another thing is, you know, you might want to go to Cedar Point or go to on vacation or something like that, but you got to chalk that up, man, and buy that new lawnmower. You know, you got to understand that, you know, you got to make those, you got to be willing to make those sacrifices. Like, for instance, Mike Andes. I know this is the second time I talked about him, but I watch his YouTube channel a lot, and I love his channel. He inspires me so much. He inspires me so much. Oh, look, this is actually a company right now giving me a call. My PCM sensor went out in my diesel truck, so I got to get that thing fixed. So this is a business call. If I was out in the field on the mower, I'd probably miss this. So hold on one second. Hello?
BME, I was returning your call.
Yeah, how you doing? I actually have a 1999 F350 7.3.
Okay.
And the PCM went out in it.
Okay.
Do you guys have those?
Is it auto or manual?
It's auto, and then I know the code on the PCM too. It's 422. It's 4x4. It's an automatic transmission.
Yeah, I mean, we should have one available. I can check with that.
Yeah, check it for me. Let me know if you got one.
Okay, yep, let me check and then I'll give you a call back here.
Awesome. What was you said, Brandon?
Brent, B-R-E-N-T.
Oh, Brent. Nice to meet you, Brent. My name's Joey.
Okay, yep.
All right.
Let me check and then I'll give you a call back here.
Thank you so much.
Yep, no
All right,
problem.
bye-bye.
Thank you.
Yep, bye-bye. Look at that. Now, if I was in the field, I would have probably not got that call. I would have probably been out mowing a yard. He would have called me. I'd have looked at, oh, cool, he called me. And then I'd probably never called him back. Now I'm in a good position to get my truck fixed. That's all a part of working on your business. That was a live call. I know it's not nothing big, but still, it's very important because if I was out there, I wouldn't be in here. And I wouldn't be talking to you guys, and I wouldn't have answered that call. So now he's actually in the back. He's going to check in. I can almost guarantee he's going to have that part, because I looked them up on the internet, and that's all they have is 7.360s, and it's a boneyard for the for diesel trucks and stuff. But anyways, let's get back to the conversation we were having. It's my main point for even bringing this up is that I'm trying to get the business to run without me. It's never going to fully be able to run without me. Well, it might be able to fully run without me, but I don't even plan on getting that big to where I never have to talk to anybody again. But I'm always going to be in contact, talking to someone, doing something, just because I love the business. But my goal is to completely be out of it. You know, if I can give some advice or, you know, talk to somebody or do something like that, yeah, of course, it's my business. I'm going to have to, you know, talk to some people or hell, maybe get in the field. Maybe I'm in the city and a guy called off that day. I have no problem working. I have no problem doing it, but I would like to work once my systems are built. I would like to eventually just try to be an employee of my business and try to just correct my systems that way. I'll be an employee for a little bit and see what I don't like and then try to fix that as the owner. You know, it could get so big. There's so many different ways to do it. But, yeah, I just want to let you guys know about just being authentic and real. And especially on YouTube, I hate how people are just, it's always just all love and funny and, you know, I know it's part of the channel. It's part of YouTube. People want the views and the subscribers and stuff, but I feel like, you know, people should get more real on their channel. Like, who I do like the most, one of my favorite channels right now, big shout out to Victory Outdoor Services. It's a concrete channel. This guy is amazing, genuine, real. He tells you when he's mad. He has really good content. You know, them guys are super funny. You know, easy money. I say it all the time in my channel, just easy money. It's not really easy, but, you know, that's just one of his things he says. But those guys are phenomenal, you know, and Victory, you know, he has a great channel. You know, if you want to watch somebody who is genuine and real, you know, it's funny sometimes, all the time for real, but when there's a problem, he lets it be known. When he makes a mistake on a property, like one time one of his guys was backing up a truck and cracked the concrete, and he actually went up with his camera and showed us, like, hey man, the guy cracked the concrete. Normal people wouldn't show that. Or if, you know, I've never seen any of these, a lot of these other guys on here really don't show the reality. I don't know if they're embarrassed or they just want to try to act like they're something they're not. Or maybe that's just the content they're creating. I'm not judging nobody. Do what you want. I don't care. But I'm going to focus on, in my channel, to be more authentic and real with you guys. And just let you know that this stuff's not super sweet. Because I know some people get on this YouTube and they see how happy people are and this, that, and the third. And they want to start a landscaping company. It's really not that easy. It's really not that easy. You know, especially if you want to start a company. If you just want to cut grass and make $500-600 a day, $400 or $500 a day, it's gonna drain all your time, and you're gonna bust your butt every single day, and it's hard, you know. And you could do it. I'm not saying you can't do it, but have an end goal. Have a goal with what you're doing. Don't just go out and want to make money and then just spend it on stupid stuff. But if that's what you want to do it. I'm just saying, if you want to grow and you want to become better, have an end goal with the money. That's all I'm saying. If your end goal is to just go splurge it off, get a new truck, and relax for the winter, do it. It's up to you. The only problem with that is when you're doing it by yourself, there's always a chance that something could happen to you. You can get sick, you could get injured, you know, your truck could go down, anything like that. So a lot of guys I see when they're doing like a solo company, they're doing really, really, really good, and then something bad happens or they get burnout. And a lot of times it's not even physical. It's not even a physical problem. It's majority. A lot of times it's a mental issue when they can't keep up with their yards, or, you know, they're just burnt out. They don't want to do this anymore, and they get tired. They start half-assing their yards. You know, they start losing customers, and a lot of people quit because of the mental aspect of it. So to me, it's a little bit better to have a smaller company, you know, to where you got a few guys that can kind of run stuff for you. Like, let's say if I couldn't make it today, the guys, they would have came in, they would have got stuff prepared. They might have missed something here and there because I wasn't here, but they would have got the job done. They would have got the yards completed for the week. I can guarantee you right now, I could probably leave. I would say I could leave for probably 2 weeks straight without having to come in. All right, hold on. This is that company calling me back. Let's see what he says. Hello?
No, this is Brent with BME. I was returning your call. You're looking for a PCM?
Yes.
Yeah, we have actually 2 of them available at the moment. They're 400 apiece.
Oh, they're 400 piece. All right, are they rebuilt or are they just out the boneyard?
Nope, they're just used PCMs.
Okay, do you guys have kind of like a guarantee that they work or anything like that?
Yep, comes with a 30-day warranty.
Okay, great. Yeah, I got your address from a guy. What is the address just to be sure? It's like 4773. Okay, awesome. I can actually is there any way you could hold one for me till like 2 o'clock?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, I'll stop down there around 2 o'clock because I'm at work right now. So I have a meeting at noon, and then after that I can I'll stop down there.
Okay, sounds good.
Do I need to bring the old one or anything or?
Nope.
Okay, wonderful. Well, thank you so much, Brad. I look forward to seeing you at 2 o'clock.
All right, sounds good. Thank
All right,
you.
have a great day. Bye-bye.
You too.
Bye-bye. So check this out. I found the PCM for my truck in Florida, $900. I was just at the gas station getting my guy some fuel, and there's a guy that pulled up next to me in a F-250 with 7.3 in it, and he literally I was like, man, do you know where I can get one? He was like, you know, I think I have a guy, and he gave me this guy's number. He's got 2 of them in stock right now. I'm gonna go pick it up today for $400. It's half off, and I can get it today, and I can put it in. It takes 15 minutes to put it in. I have my diesel truck running today. If that happens, I'm gonna be super happy because I've been needing that truck. But anyways, let's get back to the point. I actually have to leave here soon, but I just wanted to tell you guys that I'm gonna keep it more real with you guys, more authentic. When I'm not happy, I'm still gonna shoot the videos. Everything's not all good. It's not. It's hard out here. It's really hard. You know, especially when you're trying to grow a company. If you're just doing it yourself, it's a different kind of hard. But it's still hard. But my hardness is dealing with employees, building systems. Jeez, I'm struggling so much with building systems. If any of you guys have systems or know how to build systems correctly or just have a pamphlet I can go off of, let me know. I would love to use it. I'd love to see what you guys have. You know, I'll show you mine if you show me yours. I'll show you mine no matter what. But if you guys would like to send me one or anything, just let me know. I'd just love to grow and, you know, talk to people. Knowledge is power, you know, especially if you know how to use it. So, yeah. So that's the end of this video. I just want to keep it real with you guys and just let you know that I'm really trying out here to become a better business and, you know, be better for my guys and build checklists and systems and everything like that so I can have this company eventually work 99% without me, 95% without me. So that's the end of this video. I hope you guys like it. You know, stay tuned for more videos, and if there's anything that you want to see, let me know. I appreciate you guys watching, and send me a comment, man. Let me know what you guys think. Appreciate it. Talk to you guys later.